Stay tuned for the following special presentation from KOFO 1220 and 103.7 FM. KOFO, your sports source for East Central Kansas. Now on 103.7 FM, welcomes you to the Wise Guys Construction Cyclones basketball pregame show. Whether it's residential, commercial, or restoration construction you need, be wise. Call Wise Guys Construction in Ottawa at 785-229-5651. Now for a preview of this Ottawa Cyclone basketball broadcast, here's KOFO Sports Director Gary Bateman.
And good afternoon, everyone, from Basehor-Linwood High School. Welcome to the Wise Guys Construction Cyclone pregame show, again, ahead of Ottawa High basketball between the Cyclones and the Topeka Hayden Wildcats. Winner of this ball game will determine who plays for the championship of this tournament on Saturday night against the winner of the final game of the day between Basehor-Linwood and Park Hill. Both teams coming off impressive wins over Shawnee Mission North. On Monday, Hayden beat North by the score of 70-40, and Ottawa with a 72-44 win over the Indians on Tuesday afternoon. Hayden comes into today's contest with a record of 6-2, while Ottawa, after the win against North, is at 7-1. We'll take a quick timeout, come back with more. You're listening to the Wise Guys Construction Cyclone pregame show on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
Anyone can call themselves a construction company, slap a sign on the side of their truck, and drive around town looking for work. Is that who you want to hire? No, you're smarter than that. Wise Guys Construction at 108 North Main in Ottawa has been in business for 13 years, building new residential homes, adding additions and finishing basements, solving commercial structure needs for businesses, and repairing damage left behind from fire or water. When it comes to who you hire for residential and commercial construction needs, be wise. Call Wise Guys Construction at 785-229-5651.
The mighty crack of the bat means your chance to win 4 two-day passes to the Kansas City Royals Fan Fest, January 27th and 28th. Stay one night free at the Hotel Phillips in downtown Kansas City, and that includes valet parking. Plus, receive a $100 gift certificate to dine at Fiorella's Jack Stack Barbecue. Just listen for the crack of the bat during the Brad Howard Early Morning Show and during the noon hour with Out to Lunch with Tiffany. Be color 12 and qualify for the drawing. Being held Friday, January 20th at 12:30 on KOFO 1220.
Back here at the Basehor-Linwood High School Gymnasium. This is the second of 4 games played here. A little bit earlier, Holton Girls came from behind to defeat Park Hill by the score of 48-43. Lady Wildcats, who beat the Ottawa Lady Cyclones on Tuesday, were down double digits at halftime, cut the gap in the third period, and finally took the lead after a double technical foul on the Park Hill coach in the fourth period, and they advance to the championship game where they will face either Olathe North, coached by former Ottawa High standout Liz Monahan, or Blue Valley on Saturday evening. Ottawa on Tuesday afternoon, impressive against Shawnee Mission North. They jumped out to a 21-14 first quarter lead, and just kind of methodically ran that advantage up to where they got the running clock in the fourth period. Senior Isaac McCullough went for 40 on the night. He had 8 3-pointers, went 10 of 10 from the free throw line, and Isaac was hitting just about everything he threw up there on Tuesday. And he will go up against one of the best prep players in the state of Kansas in sophomore Zach Harvey from Topeka Hayden. Harvey, 30 points on Friday night in a win, was held pretty much in check by Shawnee Mission North. He only finished that ball game with 5 on Monday, but he's a formidable presence there for Hayden, kind of a combo guard, and he is also the son of former Ottawa High girls standout Jennifer Dietrich. So lots of angles for Ottawa High in this particular basketball game, and a good test for the Cyclones, whose only loss came to Centennial League Topeka West in the third game of the season. So we'll see how they fare against another school from that league here this afternoon. Let's take a break. We'll be back with more after this. You're listening to the Wise Guys Construction Cyclone pregame show on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
Pam Miller of Ottawa recently hired Wise Guys Construction.
We had a home that was nice quality, but it was very dated, and so we had them go in and do some extensive remodeling.
The lines of communication during the project were always open.
They did a good job of making a stressful situation much less.
The results exceeded expectation.
We're very pleased. They did a really beautiful quality job. I would recommend Wise Guys.
Whether it's residential, commercial, or restoration construction you need, be wise. Call Wise Guys Construction in Ottawa, 229-5651.
Follow your favorite area high school or Ottawa University team with the KOFO Sports Guide. The KOFO Sports Guide features your team's schedule from football and volleyball to wrestling and basketball, golf, soccer, tennis, baseball, softball, and track. Pick up your free KOFO Sports Guide at these following locations: Keith King State Farm Insurance, Beckman Motors, Ottawa Family Physicians, QSI, Wise Guys Construction, Osage County Attorney's Office, Brandon Jones, or check it out online at KOFO.com.
Lady Cyclones will play for 7th place tomorrow afternoon at 4:30 against Basehor-Linwood. Ottawa with a tough loss to the Hayden girls yesterday afternoon, 59-57. Ottawa fought the entire ball game, had the game tied a couple times at 44 and again at 53, but just couldn't quite get over the hump. They will look for their first win tomorrow against Basehor-Linwood, the tournament host, who was beaten last night by St. Joseph Benton. And that's going to do it for our Wise Guys Construction Cyclone pregame show. We'll be back with more here from Basehor-Linwood after this timeout. You're listening to Cyclone Basketball on KOFO.
Thank you for listening to the Wise Guys Construction Cyclone Basketball pregame show on KOFO. Tip-off is next. Scott Schultz of Comfort Care Homes on the renovation of their facility in Ottawa, completed by Wise Guys Construction.
Bill and Jason managed the project. They basically handled all the external communication with all the different parties, and it was a very smooth process. I was extremely satisfied. We've received nothing but compliments on the home and just really glad to have them involved. I think Wise Guys is one of the leading construction firms in Ottawa.
Be wise. Call Wise Guys Construction, 785-229-5651. KOFO, your sports source for East Central Kansas, welcomes you to this broadcast of Ottawa Cyclone Basketball on 103.7 FM, 1220, and KOFO.com. Tonight's game is being brought to you by Modern Woodman agent Dale Pearson, Hale Family Dentistry, Kansas State Bank, Adams & Brothers Heating and Cooling, Ottawa Recreation Commission, and by State Farm Insurance agent Keith King, Ransom Memorial Hospital, Sutton's Jewelry, Franklin County Chiropractic, CarStar, Messenger's Home Furnishings. Also by Dingle & Son Mortuary, the Ottawa Herald, Wise Guys Construction, People's Bank. Ottawa Cyclone Basketball is also being brought to you by Ryan Dispro State Farm Insurance, Kramer Pharmacy, Ottawa Chiropractic, Performance Electric, Bones Transportation, and by Lamb Roberts Funeral Home, Dale's Body Shop, the City of Ottawa, Cosentino's Price Chopper, Maxwell Chiropractic, Quality Structures Incorporated, and Great Life Golf and Fitness, Advantage Electric, and RE/MAX Connections agent Neva Smith. Now let's return courtside and once again join KOFO Sports Director Gary Bateman for Ottawa Cyclone Basketball.
And back here at Basehor-Linwood High School, let's take a look at the starting lineups for tonight's action. For Hayden, number 0, Kendall Sutton, a 6-foot senior, had 14 points against Shawnee Mission North on Monday. Number 2, Zach Harvey. He is 6'4" and a sophomore. He averages 25 points a game, had 5 against North on Monday. Number 3, Deshaun Miller. He is 6'6" and a junior, averaging 10 points a game, 12 the other day against North. Number 5, Jet Canfield. He's 5'10", a junior, 13-point average, 18 against Shawnee Mission North. And number 25, Scott Wilson. He's a 6'3" senior. Wildcats are coached by Ted Schuler. They're 6-2 on the year. For the Cyclones, number 1, Devion Bethay, a 5'10" junior, averaging 4 points a game, 3 points the other day against Shawnee Mission North. Number 5, Drew Bones, 6'6", a senior. Drew averages 5 points a contest. He had 3 against North. Number 11, Chris Johnson. He's 6'4" and a junior, and he averages 4 points a game, right on that average on Tuesday afternoon. Number 23, Isaac McCullough, a 6'4" senior. He averages 23 a contest. He had 40 against North. That's a career high. Number 30, Perry Carroll, rounds out the starting lineup. He's 5'11" and a senior. Perry averages 18 points a game, and he had 12 on Tuesday against Shawnee Mission North. The Cyclones are coached by Cliff McCullough, assisted by Evan Schaefer, Blake Lasley, and Rob Hedrick. 7-1 on the season. And we'll send it back to station for a 1-minute break before the opening tip-off. You're listening to Ottawa Cyclone basketball on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
Whether you're building or remodeling, you want your project to be unique to you. Eric Crowley of Advantage Electric can help.
Something recently we've started is custom lighting. Making custom lights, I've noticed it's a new trend. Not everybody wants the big, box light fixtures that you can buy. Everybody's looking for something eclectic nowadays and new and a conversation piece.
Your ideas come to life.
Anything and everything that you could think of that you could possibly make a light fixture out of, we could certainly do it.
Advantage Electric, 229 North Main. Call 418-1218.
To protect your family and plan for your financial future, get to know your Modern Woodman agent.
Hello, I'm Dale Pearson, your Modern Woodman agent in Ottawa, Kansas. Call me today at 242-6566.
Modern Woodman of America, touching lives, securing futures.
This is Dr. Weston Zinner at Franklin County Chiropractic in Ottawa. We hope you're enjoying the game and remind you that whether you're an athlete or a weekend warrior, we can help relieve your pain for a better performance. Call 785-242-9393 for an appointment.
And back here at Basehor-Linwood, starting lineups being announced to the crowd. Pretty good crowd on hand. It'll get bigger as the night progresses. Basehor-Linwood plays Park Hill in the final game of the night to determine who will play the winner of this game for the championship on Saturday evening. Don't forget, we have Ottawa University basketball for you on Saturday as well. At the 3 and 5 o'clock tip from Wilson Fieldhouse. David Potter will have that action for you. And then if Ottawa plays in the championship game, we'll come here for that final live on KOFO. If they play third place, we will be on KOFO.com. Again, your starters, of course, Hayden, it's Sutton, Harvey, Hennica, Canfield, and Wilson. For Ottawa, Bethay, Bones, Johnson, McCullough, and Carroll. Ottawa in home white. They have red and black trim, while Hayden will be in the navy blue uniforms with gold and white trim. Ottawa's going to move right to left as we see it here in the first half of play. A couple of girls' scores to pass along to you from tournament action from the Flint Hills League. Osage City's girls down Central Heights 51-42, and Eudora lost to Bonner Springs by the final score of 36-27. Opening tip-off is brought to you by Bones Transportation, a family-owned and operated trucking company in Ottawa for over 50 years and a longtime supporter of Cyclone athletics. Bones Transportation in South Ottawa. Chris Johnson will be in the center circle for the Cyclones. And Deshaun Hanukkah will jump center for Hayden. Hope you enjoy the basketball action. We're set to go. Tap controlled in front court by Hayden. Canfield bounces it off to Harvey. Harvey's being guarded by Carroll to start the ball game. He'll drive to the bucket, lay it up, and miss. Rebound inside by Sutton. His shot won't go, and it's out of bounds to Hayden. Canfield off the inbound, goes to Harvey. Harvey to the lane, leans in, just about walked with it. Right side it goes to Canfield. Now on the post to Hanukkah. Wraparound pass is taken inside by Wilson, and he'll lay it in. Here's McCullough in a hurry to the left wing. Drives the baseline. Dishes outside to Carroll. Carroll into the lane, spins, throws up the off-balance jumper and scores. Here comes Canfield, quickly up court, and Bethay will foul him. That will actually be a pretty interesting matchup there, Bethay and Canfield. Canfield gets up the court very quickly, and he can score too. Sutton will inbound just right of the scorer's table. And it comes to Harvey. Harvey takes it right, kicks it cross court to Canfield. Three from the corner is no good. Rebound inside to Sutton. He'll throw up the reverse layup, no good. Comes outside. Canfield again from 15. That one won't go. And Bones has it for Ottawa High. Ahead comes Carroll down the far sideline. That's step for step by Harvey. Now Carroll takes it left to Bethay. Bethay on the left wing. Looks inside, not there. Now finds Johnson at the free throw line. Johnson, nice spin move, but missed the shot short. And rebound taken by Hanukkah. And a steal by Bethay. Here's Bethay driving the lane. Layup is good. Steal by Bethay in the lay-in. 4-2 Ottawa. 6:35 to play, first period. Harvey with it, takes it in the lane, all the way to the bucket, missed the shot short, and Ottawa controls the rebound, but then it's stolen right back by Hanukkah, and a foul on the Cyclones, and that'll be Bethay with his second early. So that could be big. Drew Bay will come off the bench to replace Bethay. Cyclones are definitely going to have to hit the defensive glass here this afternoon. Here's Harvey, right wing outside the circle. Drives it to the bucket, off-balance jumper, rims off, and Bones another rebound for Ottawa. Ahead comes Perry. Ottawa looking to run. Perry inside, gets it to Johnson. Johnson's layup is good. Canfield quickly the other way for Hayden. Through the circles, Wilson now goes right side to Sutton. Sutton takes it back top of the circle, who put up the three ball, missed it. Rebound to Wilson along the baseline. He dribbles around Bones, and he was fouled by Drew. 3 quick team fouls on Ottawa in the first couple of minutes of action. On the inbounds, Harvey to Hanukkah. Gives it right back to Harvey. Alley-oop pass is taken and slammed home by Sutton. Ball just got over the outreach hands of Bay, but Sutton slammed it home, making a 6-4 ball game. Carroll out near midcourt. Now to Bay. Bay along the far sideline. High post to Bones. Bones, whistle, foul, Hanukkah. First foul on Hayden. Johnson's going to inbound, and it comes to Carroll. Carroll, double team. Right side it goes to Johnson. Chris can hit that three. He'll put it up from the right wing and miss it short. Rebound to Wilson for Hayden. Canfield dribbling to the free throw line, dribbles around McCullough, now along the baseline, finds Hanukkah inside, and bump and a foul. This will be called on Bay. And what will they say, a shooting foul or not? It will not be a shooting foul. Hayden's ball underneath their bucket, but already 4 team fouls on the Cyclones. Then it comes to Hanukkah. Hanukkah swings it to Canfield. Canfield to Harvey popping out. Harvey, free throw line jumper, misses too hard, and tipped around. It's out of bounds off Hayden. But Hayden getting good offensive rebounding positioning, and that's going to be important here as we go on in this ball game. Cyclones are going to have to hit the defensive glass. Johnson will inbound. He'll get it into McCullough. Back to Johnson, who will bring it up court. Johnson, high dribble, now reverse dribble. Kicks it over the corner to Carroll. Perry, up but no whistle. Now free throw line to Johnson. Back to Carroll, right wing. In the corner, Bay. Drew driving. Back out to Johnson. Johnson in the lane. And an offensive foul called on Chris Johnson. First foul on Johnson and team foul number 5. Six-4 ball game. Ottawa with the lead. 4:40 to play, first period. Free throw line, Harvey. Stripped of the basketball by Bones as he went up for the shot, and Ottawa comes away with it. Here's McCullough driving the lane, laying it in. McCullough with a drive to the bucket, his first 2 of the night. Here's Canfield off to Harvey. Harvey might have pushed off with the elbow right there. Here's Harvey still on the dribble. Run left side to Sutton for 3. Misses. Rebound Carroll. Ottawa looking to run. 1 against 3. Carroll into the lane. Misses the shot. Rebound taken by Sutton. Here comes Hayden back the other way. Canfield down the right sideline. Stops at the three-point arc. Now dishes inside to Harvey. His shot was blocked, but Hanukkah comes up with it. His off-balance jumper won't go, and a foul called against who? McCullough gets that foul. The Cyclones in all sorts of team foul trouble, not just a little bit more than halfway through this first period. Caleb Schaefer and Cooper Deal check in for the Cyclones. And in for Hayden will be Levi Braun and Hayden Federico. And it comes to Harvey outside the arc, right wing. He'll put up the three ball and score it. First points for Zach Harvey. 8-7, Cyclones by 1. Carroll has stripped by Harvey. There's a drive by Harvey. He'll lay it up, and he traveled with it. Teams trade turnovers right there. Three and a half to play first period. Carroll with the basketball. And looks to double team Carroll whenever possible. Here's McCullough. Long three from the top. Missed it short. And run down by Hayden. And Panica with the rebound. And a pass is knocked away. They were looking for Canfield, and McCullough knocked it out of bounds. Canfield across the timeline. Left side to Braun. Braun over to Harvey, right wing. He'll take it to the baseline. He's double teamed. Finds Federico inside. He missed the first one, but put the second one home. And now a steal. Harvey in the lane. Scooper's good. And a timeout call for by Cliff McCullough. This timeout comes with 2:53 to play in the first period. The score is Hayden 11 and Ottawa 8. And we'll be back after this 30-second timeout. You're listening to Cyclone Basketball on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
Bones Transportation has been a family-owned and operated trucking company in Ottawa for over 50 years and a longtime supporter of Ottawa Cyclone athletics. They wish the Cyclone basketball teams the best of luck this season. Bones Transportation in South Ottawa.
This is Ryan Disborough, your State Farm insurance agent in Garnett, providing insurance and financial services, including retirement options, bank loans, life insurance, and annuities. Call and schedule your financial services consultation today at 785-448-1660.
Hayden on a 5-0 run right now, and they lead 11-8. Cyclones have turned it over 4 times here in the first period. And a couple of them have led to easy buckets. Wilson came back in at the timeout for Hayden. Carroll met by Harvey. Takes it left. Swings it to Deal. Whistle. Foul away from the basketball. And that one is called against Scott Wilson. It's his first personal, second team foul. Schaefer inbounding left of the basket. Gets it into Johnson. Swings it outside to Carroll. Carroll looking on the dribble. And a blocking foul on Harvey. That's the first foul on Harvey. And it comes to McCullough. He's picked up by Braun, but they'll try to double him. McCullough driving in. Got away with a walk. Missed the shot. Foul on Ottawa on the rebound. And that's 17 fouls. It's also the second one on McCullough, it would appear. One and one at the other end at the 2:26 mark of the first period. Let's see if Hayden can take advantage of that. It'll be Harvey at the line. Free throw attempt is good. He's got 6 now. It already beats his total from Monday afternoon. Second free throw is good, and Hayden's lead grows to 5. Carroll now picked up by Canfield. Cross court it goes to Schaefer. Schaefer in the corner to Deal. Now to Johnson. Johnson to the free throw line, backs it out. Over goes to Deal, and it goes to McCullough. McCullough's shot is good as they work the ball inside and got the easy basket. Here's Canfield. Driving baseline, he's fouled by Schaefer. The Cyclones are just killing themselves with fouls right now. That's the 8th team foul. Canfield will shoot the 1-and-1 this time. Played only 6 minutes, and Ottawa already with 8 team fouls. Free throw is good. Bay will check back in, and going to the bench will be Schaefer. Well, the 2 fouls on Bethay hurt early within the first couple of minutes. Second free throw is good by Canfield. That's his first points of the afternoon. Johnson will bring it up himself. Looks to drive. Takes it in the lane. Just a deal. Shot up and good. Another job. Good job of getting the ball inside. Good pass by Johnson. Harvey over to Braun on the left side. He pulls up just inside the circle and scores. First points for Levi Braun. Here's Bay on the dribble. Bay, looking for somebody, and finally gets it to Deal near sideline. Hands off to Carroll. Carroll on the dribble, spins in the lane, and the layup missed short. Rebound to Deal. Deal kicks it back out to Johnson, around to Carroll. 3 left wing. That one's no good. McCullough has the rebound, can't get to go. Got it back again and scores. 17-14. Here comes Canfield in a hurry. He'll stop at the top of the circle, back it out now. Over goes to Braun. We're inside a minute to play first period. Now Harvey on the right side. Harvey to Federico, now to Canfield. Canfield dishes inside off the hands of Federico and out of bounds. Sutton will come back in for the Wildcats. Ottawa can cut it to 1 or tie with a 3. Carroll spins, gives off to Johnson. Now to Carroll. McCullough right wing. They'll double out Isaac. He'll take it to the free throw line. Pops the jumper and missed. Rebound is controlled. Now it's going to go out of bounds, actually, and it was last touched by Hayden. And it comes to Carroll. 22 on the clock. Looks like the Cyclones want to work for one shot here. Bay, far sideline. Looks in the post. It's not there. Now Bay with a spin move. Takes it to the baseline. Backs it out. Overthrew the pass, but Carroll saved it before it went over the half-court stripe. Now he'll drive, float, and score. And now we've got a whistle. And now we have a warning. Not sure if it's a delay of game or just what. Harvey's going to come back in for the Wildcats. Four seconds to go in the period. Harvey will pick it up at three-quarter court. He'll drive. He'll take it all the way to the bucket and have it blocked by Deal. That's the end of the first quarter. At the end of one, the score is Hayden 17, Ottawa 16. We're back in a minute, and you're listening to Cyclone Basketball on KOFO.
Community journalism is thriving at the Ottawa Herald. 3 days a week in print and every day online, the Herald's award-winning staff covers the news that matters to you. Breaking news, sports, events, and so much more. Just as the Herald has done for more than 140 years. Call 242-4700 to subscribe today, or find us online at www.ottawaherald.com, on Facebook, or download our app.
When it's time to pop the question, or if the answer has already been yes, then it's time to visit Sutton's Jewelry. Why not pull out all the stops for your special day with a style that will take her breath away? From the latest sparkle to artistic magic, Sutton's Jewelry stays on top of the latest trending jewelry designs. Sutton's in-house talented bench jeweler, Phil Sutton, can size any selection, and in-house repairs are always a quick turnaround. Sutton's Jewelry, 207 South Main, downtown Ottawa.
Sports, information, and entertainment in East Central Kansas. KOFO K279CS Ottawa, where keeping you informed comes first.
Ottawa down a point to get the basketball to start the second period. Bethay back out there along with Carroll, McCullough, Bones, and Johnson. Dangerous pass. Carroll managed to wrestle it away from Canfield on the inbound. Left side, Bethay. Harvey's now on him. Bethay on the dribble. Takes it into the lane, and a whistle. And what do we have? We have an offensive foul. There will be an offensive foul on Bethay, and that is foul number 3 on Devion. He'll go to the bench. Bay will come back in. Canfield slowly into front court. He'll take it right. Dish off to Harvey. Three-pointer, top of the circle, misses. And Johnson blocked out nicely for the rebound. Here's a pass ahead to Bay. Drew into the lane. Floater, no good, too hard. Got his own rebound, was bumped, no foul. Goes back up and scores it. And Ottawa takes the lead, 18-17. Canfield, top of the circle, still on the dribble. Takes it left wing now. Canfield looks in the post. Instead out it goes to Sutton. Back to Canfield, who will reset the offense. 7:08 to play in the half. 18-17 Cyclones. Here's Harvey driving, leaning, dishes inside, and the shot good by Federico. Harvey with a nice dish. Federico has 4. Here's Carroll to the free throw line. Backs it out. Over it goes to Johnson. He'll give Johnson that shot if he wants to take it. Still on the dribble. Drives in, missed badly. Got his own rebound, though. There's a pass cross court to Bay. Bay for 3. Missed it well short, but got his own rebound along the baseline. Cut off by Hanukkah. That one won't go, and it's out of bounds off Ottawa. Canfield for the Wildcats. Picked up his dribble, finally got it to Harvey. Harvey against Carroll. Now double team. Now drives the baseline, cut off, throws up the jumper, no good. Foul, whistled against 2. The Wildcats. And called on Kendall Sutton. That's his first personal, team foul number 4 for Hayden. And it comes to Bay. Ottawa's really fortunate to have a bunch of guys that can run the point. Here's Bay on the dribble, and he'll be fouled by Harvey, and that'll be the second foul on Zach Harvey. Bay will inbound across the way now. And it comes to Carroll. Carroll has Canfield on him. He gets a pick from Bones. Now to Bay. Bounce in the post to McCullough. Shot is off glass, no good. Rebound to Bones. Back up with the right hand. That one will fall. Tipped up. That one won't go either. And a whistle and a tie-up. Possession will go to Hayden. But the Cyclones couldn't get the job done on the inside that time. Wilson replaces Federico for Coach Schuler. 5:47 to play in the half. Hayden by 1, 19-18. Had a stoppage there because the possession arrow was actually pointing the wrong direction. And now back to action. Now, this time Harvey's going to bring it up himself. Carroll giving away inches there. Here's Canfield in the corner. Canfield looking to penetrate. Stops at the free throw line. Now bounces in the post to Hanukkah. Hanukkah against Johnson. Leans, shoots and misses. And Johnson rebounds for Ottawa. Here comes Johnson quickly. Johnson, length of the court. Missed the shot badly, though, and rebounded by Hanukkah. Hanukkah with a behind-the-back dribble. He'll take it in. He'll lay it up and in. Well, the Cyclone big man couldn't get the shot to go, and Hanukkah drove the length of the court. Big man made that one go, and now it's 21-18. Here's a 3 by Carroll. Good. Carroll left wing 3, and we're tied at 21. in the corner. Hanika, he shoots for three. Too hard. Rebound to Bay for Ottawa. Long pass ahead to Carroll. Carroll made a beautiful move on Canfield. Missed the shot, and will have a whistle and a foul on Hanika underneath. Pushing off for rebounding position. Federico will come in for the Wildcats. Ottawa sends in Schaefer, Deal, and also Zane Mule to see his first action. Tie ball game, 21 apiece at 4:47 to go in the second period. At halftime, the Advantage Electric halftime show here on KOFO as Mule will get set to inbound the basketball left of the Ottawa basket. It'll come into Carroll. Carroll off to McCullough. Sutton now on McCullough. Isaac drives in, into the blocks, leans. Gives it back to Deal near the corner and over to Carroll. Hand off to McCullough. Takes the three. Drives the lane. Scooper is up. Rims out. No good. Rebound to Hayden. And numbers for Hayden. 5-on-4. Can't feel the length of the floor. Can't get it to fall. And out of bounds. Last touch by Deal. Canfield to inbound. We'll get it out to Harvey. Harvey nearly lost it to Carroll. Here's a three by Canfield. Good. Pushing it up court is McCullough. All the way to the bucket. His left-handed shot, no good. A blocking foul on the Wildcats. Wilson with his second personal. McCullough will shoot a couple of free throws here. Free throw is no good. 24-21 Hayden, 4:08 to play in the first half. Second one for McCullough, and that one's around the rim and out. He missed both of them. Up court, Harvey. Ahead it comes to Sutton. Sutton out top Wilson. Gives off to Canfield. 4 minutes to go in the half. High post Federico. Cross court it goes to Canfield. He'll drive the lane. Dish outside now to Harvey. Harvey toward the basket. He'll lay it up with the left hand and score. Carroll for Ottawa. Wanting a pick from McCullough. But Canfield stays right with it. And nearly a walk and a bad pass will be stolen by Sutton. Sutton will go up and jam it home. And a timeout call for by Cliff McCullough. Comes with 3:27 to play in the half. Hayden on top of Ottawa, 28-21. And we'll return after this 30-second timeout. You're listening to Cyclone Basketball on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
This is Dr. Adam Maxwell of Maxwell Chiropractic, serving you with chiropractic and wellness care at 225 South Walnut in Ottawa. Call 785-893-8272 for an appointment. As a former Cyclone, I wish this year's teams good luck, and I'm proud to be a supporter of Ottawa Cyclone Athletics.
The City of Ottawa proudly supports the student athletes at Ottawa High School and wishes the Cyclone basketball teams the best of luck this season. Find information about city events, bill paying, or current employment opportunities by visiting online at ottawaks.gov.
Hayden on a 7-0 run. And they lead it 28-21 here with 3:27 to play in the half. Cyclones have gotten sloppy with the basketball. They haven't been able to get shots to go on the inside. They've had some opportunities, just can't get those opportunities to fall for them. Ottawa's ball in backcourt as we get back to action here. They'll double team Carroll, but Carroll gets the basketball anyway on the inbound. Now they're going to run at him. He crosses the half-court stripe and gives it off to McCullough. McCullough with Sutton on him. Sutton gives him some room. McCullough swings it over to Schaefer. Schaefer holding it high overhead. Now to Carroll out top. Carroll pulls up, shoots for three, and scores. Carroll with 10. That breaks the 7-0 run. Along the baseline, that is Braun. Pass is tipped, taken by Canfield. Federico's also back in the game. Right side it goes to Braun, into the post, tipped around. Finally taken by Wilson. Wilson, hounded, stripped, and what do we have? It'll be a foul on Ottawa. Foul on Cooper Deal. That's the 10th Ottawa team foul. A couple of charities for Scott Wilson, the senior, and the first one rims off. Bay and Johnson back in for Ottawa. .241 to play in the half. Cyclones down by 4. Second free throw, that one misses, and Carroll has the rebound. Perry wants to bring Johnson out. Johnson now goes cross court to Schaefer. Between the circles, Bay. Back it goes to Johnson. Now to McCullough at the three-point line. He'll be double teamed. Dish off to Johnson. Now here's Bay, left side. Skip pass to Schaefer. Schaefer to the bucket. In it goes to Johnson, and Johnson's little scooper goes in. Canfield for the Wildcats. Ottawa back within 2 on a 5-0 run of their own. Canfield calling the play out near midcourt. He'll take it toward the basket. Be cut off. Backs it out. It's Schuler calling for 4 high here. High post it goes to Wilson. Back to Canfield, left side. Canfield throws up a 3. Missed it. Rebound is out of bounds. And a foul on McCullough. That'll be number 3 on Isaac. So 3 fouls on McCullough, and that's huge also. 2 Ottawa starters pick up 3 in the first half. Sutton will shoot 2 free throws here at the 1:48 mark. Free throw is good. In for the Wildcats will be Carson Dinkel, seeing his first action. 29-26. 3-point Wildcat lead here. Sutton hits them both. McCullough stays in the game with 3 personals. Here's Schaefer with it, over to Bay, right side. Out top, Johnson. Back it goes to Bay. Whistle, foul away from the basketball. Foul on Canfield, number 1 on him, and the 8th team foul, so a 1-and-1 for Carroll. Harvey will come back in for the Wildcats. Senior puts it up and misses too hard. Rebound to Federico, but it's stripped away by Carroll, and Ottawa's going to run it down in backcourt. Johnson, left side Schaefer, bounce free throw line to McCullough. McCullough, look at him move on Sutton. He'll take it in, be stripped, and a foul. This one's on Sutton, number 2 on Kendall Sutton. Ottawa uncharacteristically 0 for 3 at the free throw line. The 2 leading scorers have come up empty in 3 attempts. And at 12 to play in the half, Ottawa down 4. First of 2 for McCullough is good. Isaac now with 7 points in the game. Sutton will come out and Dinkel back in. Second one from McCullough is good. Bay now picks up Canfield. Ottawa stays in a man-to-man. Dinkle left side. McCullough's on him. Skip pass over to Harvey. Harvey drives the lane. Floater is good. Under a minute to go in the half. Carroll with the basketball. Here's a pass into the post to Johnson. Chris will go up with the right hand and miss, but the rebound to Schaefer. He threw up a prayer, couldn't get it to go, and it'll be finally controlled by Schaefer. The Bay for the baseline jumper, missing, and tipped around. Schaefer has it again. Now Carroll along the baseline. He'll go to the basket. That one missed short, but he follows it up and in. (32-30), 26 seconds to play before half. Wildcats will work for the final shot here. Canfield. Bay is out there on him. 11 seconds to go in the half. Now they'll give it to Harvey. 7-6. Harvey spins, leans. Got away with a push-off right there. Here's a three-point try that's no good, and that's the end of the first half of play. At halftime, the score is Hayden 32 and Ottawa 30. We'll be back in 2 minutes, and you're listening to Cyclone Basketball on KOFO.
You're listening to the Advantage Electric Halftime Show on KOFO. Whether you're building or remodeling, you want your project to be unique to you. Eric Crowley of Advantage Electric can help.
Something recently we've started is custom lighting. Making custom lights, I've noticed it's a new trend. Not everybody wants the big, box light fixtures that you can buy. Everybody's looking for something eclectic nowadays and new and a conversation piece.
Your ideas come to life.
Anything and everything that you could think of that you could possibly make a light fixture out of, we could certainly do it.
Advantage Electric, 229 North Main. Call 418-1218.
Need to know if your child's game or practice has been canceled due to weather? Sign up now for Ottawa Recreation Commission's text alerts. Go to orcottawaks.org to sign up or for more information.
Quality Structures Incorporated in Richmond is proud to sponsor this KOFO sports broadcast. They know experience matters on the court and when it comes to your building needs. Visit qualitystructures.com and let them put their years of experience in constructing post-frame buildings to work for you.
Since 1944, families of Franklin County have called Dingle & Son Mortuary and Crematory in their time of need. Why? Because of the peace of mind received knowing that Dingle & Son will take charge and exceed expectations. Visit dinglemortuary.com.
Ransom Memorial Hospital Cancer Care, your cancer-fighting team, is open and accepting patients. For a personalized care experience, call 785-229-8203. Online at ransom.org or at 1301 South Main Street, Ottawa. RMH Cancer Care, close to home, close to your heart.
Hi, I'm Sophie Evans, and I'm 6 years old. Getting your teeth clean is fun and easy at Dr. Hale's office. I think you should take your kids to see Dr. Hale, too.
Schedule your family's appointment at Dr. Hale Family Dentistry at 242-1800.
Your nervous system controls the function of every cell, tissue, and organ in your body. A simple problem can upset your body's regular function. At Ottawa Chiropractic, we correct nerve system interferences. This is Dr. Mike Hyatt. You can learn more by calling 242-4100.
Halftime here, this boys semifinal, and it's, well, actually, for all intents and purposes, a semifinal, not technically because of playing pool. But Hayden leads Ottawa by 2, 32-30. A couple of 7-0 runs really propelling the Wildcats to this advantage. They got Ottawa in foul trouble. In fact, they went into the 1-and-1 with 2:26 to play in the first period, but really, Ottawa did a better job defensively in that second period. They only allowed 4 free throws, and that 7-0 run gave Hayden a 28-21 lead. Ottawa then went on a 9-4 run to end the half to be behind 5-2. And welcome to the Advantage Electric Cyclone halftime show here on KOFO. Whether you're building or remodeling, residential or commercial, get the electric advantage for your project. Advantage Electric at 229 North Main. Call 418-1218. Cyclones, as we mentioned, got into foul trouble. They've been in some personal foul trouble, too. 2 starters, Devion Bethay and Isaac McCullough, have 3 personal fouls in the first 16 minutes of play. Bethay, in fact, has played only about 3 minutes of this ball game with foul trouble. Coming up here, we will have girls action. Olathe North and Blue Valley determine who will play in the championship game Saturday night against Holton High School. Don't forget, we'll have girls action for you tomorrow afternoon, a 4:30 start for the Ottawa Cyclone ladies as they take on Basehor-Linwood. Ottawa with a nice effort yesterday, but coming up just short against Hayden, losing 59-57, and they will play for 7th place, and we'll have that action for you tomorrow afternoon right here on KOFO. Again, at halftime, Hayden 32 and Ottawa 30. Back after this 2-minute break, you're listening to Advantage Electric Halftime Show on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
You're listening to the Advantage Electric Halftime Show on KOFO.
This is Eric Crowley with Advantage Electric. On the court, teams look for any advantage they can get. When it comes to your electric needs, whether residential, commercial, or custom, we're your advantage. Advantage Electric, 229 North Main in Ottawa. Call today at 785-418-1218.
At State Farm, our goal is to help people manage the risks of everyday life, recover from the unexpected, and realize their dreams. This is State Farm Agent Keith King in Ottawa. Let me help you protect what's most important to you. Give my office a call at 785-242-9435 or stop by at 111 South Main Street in Ottawa.
People's Bank in Ottawa is proud to support our area sports teams. From People's Bank Field at Ottawa University to our Bucks for Buckets promotion and more, we believe our local sports programs are an investment in our future. Best of luck to the Ottawa sports teams from all of us at People's Bank. Member FDIC.
Smart Ottawa shoppers know Cosentino's Price Chopper has the best rewards program in town. Only Price Chopper lets you earn points on all your purchases. Visit mypricechopper.com and start saving on food or fuel today. Shop Cosentino's, your local family-owned grocer since 1948.
This is Lou Baker at CarStar Ottawa. Our technicians are highly trained, ICAR certified repair experts. We provide continued education for our employees and the latest equipment to ensure the highest quality repairs. We work hard at staying your #1 collision repair shop. 1-800-CARSTAR. Relax, we'll take it from here.
Adamson Brothers has been maintaining your comfort for over 30 years, and they can keep you warm this winter with wood stoves, pellet stoves, and gas or wood fireplaces. Call them today at 785-242-9273. That's 785-242-9273.
It's the annual store-wide clearance sale at Messenger's Home Furnishings in South Ottawa. This is one of the biggest sales of the year and includes every category in the store. Reclining furniture, bedroom furniture, dining room furniture, youth furniture, sofas, chairs, end tables, and much, much more. Save on closeouts of Serta iComfort, iSeries, and Perfect Sleeper mattresses while they last. Long-term interest-free financing is being offered, or you can use a free layaway and pay it off with your upcoming tax refund. Messenger's Home Furnishings is located just west of Sirloin Stockade on 23rd Street in South Ottawa.
Back here at halftime, where Hayden leads Ottawa 32-30. Let's take a look at the scoring. For the Wildcats, Zach Harvey has 11 first-half points, 6 for Kendall Sutton. Jack Caulfield has 5, 4 points for Hayden Federico off the bench, and 2 for Deshaun Haneke, Levi Braun, and Scott Wilson. For Ottawa, Perry Carroll with 12. Isaac McCullough has 8. Chris Johnson 4, and then 2 apiece for Devion Bethe, Drew Bay, and Cooper Deal. Ottawa unofficially 6 first-half turnovers. Hayden with just 4, which is amazing, the type of basketball that we saw. Couldn't really tell if we were playing. It had the feel of a state playoff game. It also had the feel of a street ball game in that first half. But 6 turnovers for Ottawa, 4 for Hayden. Cyclones have 2 players with 3 personal fouls. That's McCullough and Bethe. For Hayden, Sutton, Harvey, Haneke, and Wilson each have 2 personals. Wildcats out of the locker room. Cyclones will join them here shortly. We'll send it back to the station for a 2-minute break and be back with the third quarter of action. Hayden leads 32-30, and this is Cyclone basketball on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
Performance Electric in Ottawa is a locally owned company offering you solutions for residential, commercial, farm electrical needs, whether it's a new build, remodel, or service job. Call 242-5748.
You're listening to the Advantage Electric Halftime Show on KOFO.
Kramer Pharmacy, downtown Ottawa, hopes you're enjoying this KOFO sports broadcast and wishes all the area teams good luck this season. Call Kramer Pharmacy today and ask about their convenient MedSync program that allows you to have all your prescriptions filled at the same time each month. Call 242-2055. Whether you're looking to buy or sell a home, all you need is the sign of a RE/MAX agent and your real estate needs are taken care of. Neva Smith, your local RE/MAX agent, has years of experience and knowledge of the local market. Neva will work with you to get the results you're looking for store so that buyer or seller will not get away. Contact Neva Smith, your local RE/MAX agent today at nevasmith.com or call 785-229-0504. Neva proudly supports the youth of today for the future of tomorrow and wishes all the area teams good luck this season.
Since 1944, families of Franklin County have called Dingle & Son Mortuary and Crematory in their time of need. Why? Because of the peace of mind received knowing that Dingle & Son will take charge and exceed expectations. Visit dinglemortuary.com.
Technology, mobile banking. I totally heart my bank.
Kansas State Bank. A better way to bank with community people you know. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
17 locations, unlimited golf, unlimited summertime swimming, family membership for one monthly price. Sounds too good to be true, doesn't it? Well, that's just what you'll get at Great Life Golf and Fitness in Ottawa. Call 242-3734 or stop by at 1001 East Logan and find out how you can get started today.
Cyclones have the basketball to start the second half. They'll move left to right here in the third period. And your leading scorers, Harvey for Hayden with 11. Carroll leads all scorers with 12 for Ottawa High. Starting five for both teams out there. Actually, Ottawa's still in the huddle, but they will send their starting five out there. Interesting thing to keep an eye on here is if Ottawa can keep Bethe and McCullough from picking up a fourth personal foul here in this third period. And we're underway in the third period. Carroll off to Bethe. Bethe bumped by Caulfield. No foul. Now another Cyclone goes to the ground. Here's a pass to Johnson. He's double-teamed. Dribbles through it. Gives off to Carroll. Carroll working against Harvey. Takes it to the right baseline. Now finds a cutting Bethe, and Devion's shot won't go. Tipped around. Bones had it for a second. We're going to have a foul, I believe, on Wilson. Now Wilson just picked up his third foul. And he'll come out. Federico will replace him. Bethe will get it into Carroll, right wing. Out top to McCullough. Takes the three. Drives. Puts up a 12-footer. Good. McCullough with his 10th point ties the game at 32. Here's Harvey, the length of court. And a offensive foul on Harvey. McCullough risking that fourth personal stood his ground, and Harvey picks up foul number 3. Check that it's on Haneke. It was not Harvey. It was Haneke on the drive. Well, it was a gutsy play there by McCullough because if he doesn't get there in time, that's personal foul number 4. Instead, it went the other direction. And a chance for Ottawa to take the lead this trip. Carroll takes it left. Double teamed. Looks for help. Skips it over to McCullough. McCullough, long three-pointer. Good. And Ottawa leads 35-32. Here's Caulfield off the Sutton left side. Sutton gives it back to Caulfield. Sutton looking to drive on McCullough. Bump, but no foul. Here's a whistle. Sutton got the basketball back, and now Caulfield will hit a three-pointer from the left wing. Ottawa quickly back the other way. Carroll stripped of the ball. Here comes Hayden. Alley-oop pass to Sutton. He can't get the shot to go. It was high up. Hayden will have possession at the 6:35 mark. And now referees conferring about something. And what are they doing here? Referees conferring about something, not really sure what. Possession it'll be Hayden's basketball in the tie-up. I wonder if they're possibly talking about that previous foul. Well, Jet Canfield tied it back up with a three-pointer of his own. And now the coaches are have to come to the scorer's table here. Okay, so they are changing the foul on that charge, and it will be called against Harvey and not on Hanukkah. So now Hayden will have the basketball along their baseline. Canfield will inbound right to the basket. Ted Schuler getting some clarification on that change in call. Here's Sutton taking the baseline, spinning, cut off by McCullough. Off it goes to Canfield. Canfield with Bones on him now. That's interesting. Into the post, wide open is Federico, but he puts the shot in. Defensive miscommunication, and it's 37-35. Hayden back on top. Carroll, cross court to Bethay. Bethay, now to Johnson, left wing. Johnson for three, got it. Chris Johnson with a triple, and Ottawa on top 38-37. Harvey leans, shoots and misses. Top follow try is good. 39-38. Carroll, left wing, drives the baseline, dishes inside to Bones for the lay-in. There's Canfield, back the other direction, length of the court. Shot is no good, but a foul on Chris Johnson. Second foul on Johnson. First Cyclone team foul of the half. Canfield at the line for two. He is 2 of 2 from the stripe. Now, it looks like they have to change the possession arrow again. After they came over and changed the foul, I don't know that the person running the book knew that there was actually a jump ball there. Canfield hits the first one to tie the game 40 apiece. Second one up, and that one's good. Canfield now has 10. Bethay will push it up court for Ottawa. He'll look to avoid that double team that Tate's been trying to pop out near midcourt. Devion over to Johnson, right side. Johnson looking to drive on Hanukkah, off to Bones. Bones given all sorts of room outside the circle, and there's a steal by Harvey. He'll go up and throw it down. Harvey with the steal and the jam, 43-40, Hayden. Now Carroll with the basketball out near midcourt. Bethay far sideline. Now to McCullough. McCullough pull up three. Got it. Off balance three by McCullough. And we're tied 43 apiece. Canfield off to Sutton. Sutton top of the circle, still on the dribble. Sutton left side to Harvey. Into the post to Federico. Federico dishes to Hanukkah. Hanukkah swings it back out to Canfield for three, and it's good. Bethay. Devion drives in, now has to wait, gives it off to Johnson. Johnson spins, through contact, no foul, and it's out of bounds. It was a pushing foul on who? Pushing foul will be called against Hayden Federico, and Ottawa will retain possession. Bones comes out, Deal replaces him. Ottawa down 3, 4:25 to play in the third quarter. Bethay to inbound, gets it into Carroll. Carroll drives the baseline, floats and scores. Barry Carroll's so good at going to the basket that way. He's got 14. Here's Canfield along the baseline. His floater's in. And we have a whistle and a foul. The basket's going to count. I think the foul may be on Hayden. Let's check it and see. foul is actually on Cooper Deal, so it gives possession back to the Wildcats as the foul occurred after the shot. Well, that could be big. It ups the lead to 3. And it comes to Harvey. Harvey dishes off to Canfield for another triple, and it's good again. Jack Canfield is killing the Cyclones right now. 51-45. Carroll, his long 3, misses. Rebound controlled by Federico. That was an ill-advised shot right there. You don't need a 3 right there. Here's Canfield driving in, dishing off to Harvey. Harvey to the bucket, foul, and it might be on Bethe. If so, it'll be his 4th. Devion Bethe with his 4th personal foul. Zach Harvey will go to the line for 2. And the first one's up and in. Here comes Bay and Schaefer. Harvey with a second free throw coming up. And it rolls in. Now Wilson and Braun will check in for the Wildcats as they bump the lead to 8, their biggest of the game. Ball comes into Carroll. Carroll, and it comes to Bay. Bay puts it on the floor now. Dribbling out near midcourt. Ottawa needing some movement. Bay gives off to Schaefer. Now in the corner, Carroll. Carroll bounces in the post to McCullough. Fall-away jumper, good by McCullough along the baseline. Isaac's heated up, but the Cyclones need a stop here. Here's Canfield getting a pick from Federico. His floater along the baseline is in again. Jack Canfield is on fire right now. Here's Carroll, right wing, driving, floater. That one rolls off, and a foul on Ottawa. Deal picks up his 3rd personal. Harvey back in for the Wildcats. 3:02 to play, 3rd period. And here comes Bones again as Deal will go to the bench. Harvey will bring it up court this time. Near sideline Canfield, hands off to Harvey. Harvey between the circles. In the corner, that goes to Braun. Back to Harvey, around to Canfield. Canfield stops, puts up a triple. That one missed. Rebound inside to Federico, though. That one will go. Bay has it for the Cyclones. Outlet pass to Carroll, and now we've got a whistle. And what? Drew Bones picked up an unnecessary foul right there. And Hayden will get the basketball right back. Hanukkah will come in for the Wildcats. He's going to replace Sutton. Ottawa struggling to keep its cool right now as Hayden has gone on a run. Here's Johnson back in for Bones. Comes into Harvey. Harvey driving to the lane. Left-handed shot rolls off. Federico had it for a second, but now here's Carroll. Carroll pushing it ahead. Stops at the three-point line. Finds McCullough. McCullough, NBA 3. Around the rim and out. Rebound Federico. Long pass ahead to Harvey. Harvey into the lane, stripped momentarily, and now a block, but a foul called on Johnson. Chris Johnson will pick up the foul and send Harvey to the free throw line. Harvey is 4 for 4 from the stripe. And the free throw is good. Second free throw is in. And now Sutton back in, replacing Harvey. Double-digit lead now for the Wildcats, 57-47. Still 2:13 to play in the third period, so a lot of time. But Ottawa's got to get the ship righted right here, especially on the defensive end. Here's Bay to Carroll. Guarded by Canfield. Carroll gets a pick from McCullough. He'll drive it in, be double-teamed. Along the baseline, finds Johnson. Johnson inside to Schaefer. Missed it short. Got it back. Missed it long. And rebounded by Hanukkah. Here's Braun driving. Bling it up and in. Timeout, Cyclones. Timeout comes with 1:42 to play in the third period, and Hayden's opened up a 12-point lead, 59-47. We're back in a minute. This is Ottawa High Basketball on KOFO.
Kramer Pharmacy, downtown Ottawa, hopes you're enjoying this KOFO sports broadcast and wishes all the area teams good luck this season. Call Kramer Pharmacy today and ask about their convenient MedSync program that allows you to have all your prescriptions filled at the same time each month. Call 242-2055.
This is Ryan Disborough, your State Farm insurance agent in Garnett, providing insurance and financial services, including retirement options, bank loans, life insurance, and annuities. Call and schedule your financial services consultation today at 785-448-1660.
You've been in a vehicle accident, and now you need a rental car while yours is being fixed. When you choose Dale's Body Shop at 424 North Main in Ottawa, you can pick up and return your rental car at their shop. Dale's Body Shop, 242-6225.
This is Dr. Weston Zinner at Franklin County Chiropractic in Ottawa. We hope you're enjoying the game and remind you that whether you're an athlete or a weekend warrior, we can help relieve your pain for a better performance. Call 785-242-9393 for an appointment.
Ottawa trails by a dozen now as we get back to action. Cyclones have the ball in backcourt. Bay, Carroll, Johnson, Schaefer, and McCullough out there for the Cyclones. And it comes to Carroll. Across the timeline to Johnson. Johnson takes it to the top of the circle, puts up the three, missed it badly, and a rebound to Hayden. Braun, stolen by Carroll. Carroll, shot blocked from behind by Federico, and a whistle and a foul in backcourt on Ottawa. Day picks up his second personal. And a 1-1 at the other end for Levi Braun. And again, the Cyclones are in team foul trouble here. Braun hits the free throw. He's got 5 points here this afternoon. And Hayden's starting to pull away in this one. Second one's good. McCullough brings it up this time. He'll drive the length of the floor. Reverse layup is in. Minute 8 to go. Here's Canfield in a hurry. Bumped and a foul on Bay. So Bay now with 3. Ottawa has 4 players with 3 fouls, and Bethe on the bench with 4. Canfield will be at the line. The 1-1. And the free throw is good. Canfield with a huge third quarter. 16 in this period, 21 in the game. Second one misses short, and McCullough rebounds. Ahead comes Carroll. Carroll, pick from McCullough. Whistle, holding foul. Called against the Wildcats. And Canfield will pick up his second. Team foul number 4. Johnson will inbound. He'll get into Carroll near the sideline. Here's a double team. Carroll behind the back dribble. Leans, shoots and misses, but he was fouled. The This one is against Federico, his second personal. Carroll at the line for 2. He's 0 for 1. And he's now 0 for 2. He missed that one too hard. Harvey back in for Hayden, replacing Sutton. So Ted Schuler gave Harvey an extended rest there with the 3 personal fouls. Second one on the way is good. 15 on the afternoon for Perry Carroll. 47 seconds to play in the period. Harvey out near midcourt. It looks like Hayden will work for the final shot. Carroll now comes out on Harvey. Risking a 5-second call. And finally got it in the hands of Canfield. Canfield driving on Bay, now backs it out. Clock down to 22. Canfield pushed off with the elbow. Now ball knocked away by Johnson, but taken by Harvey. And a whistle and a timeout call for by Ted Schuler. With 16 seconds to play in the third period, Hayden leads 62-50, and we're back in 30 seconds. This is Cyclone basketball on KOFO.
Eric Price and his staff at the Lamb Roberts Funeral Homes are proud to sponsor this KOFO sports broadcast and honored to help so many families in the community with compassionate care when it's needed most. Lamb Roberts Funeral Home, Ottawa, Baldwin City, and Overbrook. Bones Transportation has been a family-owned and operated trucking company in Ottawa for over 50 years and a longtime supporter of Ottawa Cyclone athletics. They wish the Cyclone basketball teams the best of luck this season. Bones Transportation in South Ottawa.
16 seconds to play in the third period. Braun will inbound just to the right of his bench. And it comes in backcourt to Harvey. Look for Harvey to create right here. Clock down to 10. Now take it toward the basket. He'll run into a Cyclone player, missed the shot. Federico follows, misses it. Rebound to Schaefer. And here's Carroll with 1 second. Three-quarter court shot, no good. At the end of the third quarter, and a big quarter for Hayden, they lead Ottawa 62-50. We're back in 1 minute, and you're listening to Cyclone basketball on KOFO.
Have you had your car or truck serviced lately? This is Dr. Mike Hyatt of Ottawa Chiropractic Clinic. The same benefits apply to your body. Regular chiropractic checkups help detect and correct small problems and can help prevent them from becoming larger. Call for your checkup today. Ottawa Chiropractic Clinic, 242-4100.
When quality matters, choose the best. Choose Adamson Brothers Heating and Cooling. Call today and make sure your heating and cooling system is ready for the season at 785-242-9273. Adamson Brothers Heating and Cooling, maintaining your comfort for over 30 years.
The Ottawa Shopper has a new look with new features. Never miss your favorite TV show with the TV Guides. Find area church times and the popular Kids Talk About God column on the church pages. And get useful employment tips from our weekly Q&A advice column. Call 242-4700 to get your Franklin County address added to our subscription list for free, or pick up the Ottawa Shopper at multiple racks around town. That's 242-4700.
Ottawa down a dozen as we head to the fourth period. Cyclones will have the basketball first. And the starting five back out there for Ottawa, as it is for Hayden. Bise is out there with 4 personal fouls. Here's Carroll, picked up by Hanukkah, now backs it out a little bit. Far sideline, Bise. Bise on the dribble. Bump, no whistle. Over it goes to Bones. Bones back to Bise, wanting to penetrate, not there. Now into Carroll's hands. Perry, picked from Johnson, but picked up by Hanukkah. Carroll, passes tip, taken by McCullough. Back it goes to Carroll, 3 right wing, off the heel, no good. Rebound to Bones inside. Drew leans, shoots and scores. 4 for Bones. 62-52. Here's Canfield. Thought about going coast to coast, but now back it outside the arc, right side. Harvey out near midcourt. Cyclone student section starting to get into it now. Here's a runner by Harvey that misses, and Bones with the rebound. McCullough will push it up court. He'll put up the 3 ball and hit it. 23 for McCullough, and a 5-0 run very quickly here in the fourth period. Brings Ottawa back within 7. Canfield. Left side to Harvey. Harvey. Now to Canfield, who calls the play. High post pass goes to Wilson. Back it goes to Canfield. Out to Harvey, top of the circle. He'll drive. Off-balance jumper, misses. Bones has the board again. Here's a pass ahead to Carroll. Perry takes it in the lane. He'll run it up and in. And the Cyclones back within 5 and timeout Hayden. 6:28 to go. And the Wildcats lead the Cyclones 62-57. We'll be back in 1 minute. You're listening to Ottawa High Basketball on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
People's Bank in Ottawa is proud to support our area sports teams. From People's Bank Field at Ottawa University to our Bucks for Buckets promotion and more, we believe our local sports programs are an investment in our future. Best of luck to the Ottawa sports teams from all of us at People's Bank. Member FDIC.
At State Farm, our goal is to help people manage the risks of everyday life, recover from the unexpected, and realize their dreams. This is State Farm Agent Keith King in Ottawa. Let me help you protect what's most important to you. Give my office a call at 785-242-9435 or stop by at 111 South Main Street in Ottawa.
Eric Price and his staff at the Lamb Roberts Funeral Homes are proud to sponsor this KOFO sports broadcast and honored to help so many families in the community with compassionate care when it's needed most. Lamb Roberts Funeral Home, Ottawa, Baldwin City, and Overbrook. The City of Ottawa proudly supports the student athletes at Ottawa High School and wishes the Cyclone basketball teams the best of luck this season. Find information about city events, bill paying, or current employment opportunities by visiting online at ottawaks.gov.
Ottawa scores the first 7 of the fourth period and trail by 5 here. Hayden with the basketball. Left side it goes to Harvey. Harvey bounces over to Canfield near the far sideline. Canfield trying to double him to get down on the post to Wilson. Back to Canfield, driving the baseline. Out it goes to Hanukkah. Hanukkah for 3, and he got it. That's a big 3 right there for Deshaun Hanukkah. He has 5 in the game. That stops the Cyclone run. Here's McCullough. Lost the basketball. Loose ball. And stolen by Hanukkah. Hanukkah has a strip by Ottawa, and then finally the ball's going to go out of bounds. Hayden will inbound, left of their basket. And it comes to Harvey. Harvey leans. Baseline floater is good. And just like that, the lead back to 10. Carroll, left side. Carroll out to Bethe. Devion, who almost walked with it. In the lane it goes to Johnson, now to Bones. Back to Johnson, free throw line to Carroll. Carroll looking to do something. Now he's double teamed. He'll swing it over to Bethe. Devion through traffic. Tried to kick it down low. The pass is knocked out of bounds by Wilson. In for the Wildcats, Federico. And Hanukkah will come to the bench. .5:15 to go. And it comes to Carroll. He's got an open look at a 3 and hit it. Carroll with 20. 67-60. Canfield up the near sideline. Brings it back between the circles. Harvey, right side. Picked up now by Bones. Harvey to the bucket. Shot is no good. Foul on the Ottawa. Who's going to be called on? It'll be on Bones, number 4 on Drew. It's the 9th team foul, but that's a shooting foul, so 2 shots for Zach Harvey. Free throw, this is too hard. Second one is good. 22 for Harvey. Time the ball comes into McCullough. Isaac will bring it up slowly. 4:45 to play. Ottawa down by 8. McCullough takes it left, swings it off to Carroll. Thought about the 3. Now takes the 3, top of the circle, and hit it again. 68-63. 4:29 to go. Here's Canfield driving to the bucket, lays it up, missed it, tipped up and in by Harvey. Carroll up the near sideline. They'll look to double him instead of go to McCullough. Cross court it goes to Johnson. Chris just holding it. Now finds Bethe outside the arc right side. Bethe to McCullough. Picked up now by Canfield, looking for a pick. McCullough. There's a hand on McCullough. Here's a dish inside to Bones. Shot is up and in by Drew Bones. Bones now with 6. 70 to 65. 3:45 to go. Federico. Over goes to Sutton. Sutton now to Canfield out near midcourt. Bethe on him, but Bethe's got 4 personals. Canfield calls the play. Goes high post to Federico. Cross court down to Canfield. Canfield drives and fouled by Bethe. He forced the miss, but he picks up his 5th personal. So Devion Bethe will foul out at the 3:23 mark. He leaves with 2 points. Bay will come in to replace him. Canfield will be at the line. He is 5 of 6. Hanukkah back in for Hayden, replacing Wilson. Canfield hits the first. .22 for the junior point guard. And his second one's too hard. Rebound to Chris Johnson. There's Carroll for the Cyclones. Pick from McCullough. Perry looking things over. Wanted to drive on Sutton, but doesn't have anything. Goes along the baseline to Bones, now to Carroll. Carroll's double-teamed along the baseline. Finds Johnson in the lane. Chris's floater is good. Well, some players are stepping up for the Cyclones, and Ottawa now down 4. We're inside 3 minutes to play. Harvey, picked up by Carroll. Harvey reversed his dribble. It's cut off. Now it takes it toward the basket again, and we'll back it out once again. Canfield with it. 2:37 to go. Canfield on the dribble. Whistle. Offensive foul. He pushed off with the elbow. Third foul on Jet Canfield, and also turnover number 7 on the night on Hayden. Schaefer in for Ottawa. Bones needs a breather. And a Cyclone basket here could make it a one-possession game. And it comes to McCullough. McCullough. Oh, threw it to Carroll. He wasn't looking. Here's Harvey off the steal. And then Carroll steals it right back. He'll go one-on-one on Canfield. Into the lane, and a foul called. The question is, was the ball still going up? And it looked like it was. Because it might have been goaltending, but is no basket. Foul on Canfield is his 4th. Big free throws here for Perry Carroll at the 2:16 mark. Carroll just 1 of 3 from the stripe tonight. First one's good. (71-68). Hayden by 3. Second free throw is good. Carroll now with 25, 10 in this quarter. Ottawa back within 2 after trailing by 12 at the start of the quarter. Harvey out near midcourt. He'll take it right, get a pick from Wilson. He'll take it all the way to the bucket, miss it hard. Rebound taken by Johnson for Ottawa. A chance for the Cyclones to tie or possibly take the lead this trip. Here's Carroll, left wing. Carroll to the bucket. Left-handed shot is good, and we're tied. Minute 47 to go. Canfield on the dribble. Lost control momentarily, but got it back. Over it goes to Sutton. Timeout called for by Ted Schuler. 1 minute, 36 seconds to play. 71-71. We're back in 30 seconds, and you're listening to Cyclone Basketball on KOFO.
Anyone can call themselves a construction company, slap a sign on the side of their truck, and drive around town looking for work. Is that who you want to hire? No, you're smarter than that. Wise Guys Construction at 108 North Main in Ottawa has been in business for 13 years, building new residential homes, adding additions and finishing basements, solving commercial structure needs for businesses, and repairing damage left behind from fire or water. When it comes to who you hire for residential and commercial construction needs, be wise. Call Wise Guys Construction at 785-229-5651.
Ottawa High right now on a 14-4 run to tie the ball game, 71 apiece. And it's been a big fourth quarter by the senior Perry Carroll. Hayden will have the basketball when we get back to action here. They have the possession arrow. They're in the double bonus on fouls by the Cyclones. It'll come into backcourt to Harvey. Harvey into the front court area, gets a pick from Hanukkah, reverses dribble, kicks it off to Canfield. Three from the baseline, no good. Tipped around, and saved by the Cyclones. And it's out of bounds, knocked away by Hayden, and Ottawa has a chance to take the lead. Wilson back in for the Wildcats. Hanukkah will check out of the ball game. Canfield couldn't get that three to go, and then the ball was tipped around. Here's Carroll with it. Carroll off to Johnson near the corner. Chris will bring it back outside. Gives it back to Carroll as we near the 1 minute mark. He shows Ottawa might hold for one shot here. We're down to a minute to play. In a tie game, 71-71. Carroll gets a pick from McCullough. Harvey is on Carroll, who takes it left this time. Now here's Perry taking it to the left blocks. Off to Johnson, who hands off to McCullough with 45 on the clock. McCullough driving, stripped of the basketball, but a foul will be called. Harvey picks up foul number 4. It'll send McCullough to the line. And will this be a shooting foul? Yes. 2 shots for the senior Isaac McCullough. Free throw is good. Cyclones with their first lead since the third period. Hanukkah back in for the Wildcats. 42 seconds to go. Both teams have 2 timeouts remaining. McCullough's second one is good. And a timeout call for by Cliff McCullough. 30-second timeout. We're going to keep it right here this time. 73-71 Cyclones. Ottawa went on a 7-0 run to start this period, but then Hayden bumped the lead back up to 10 at 67-57. Since that time, Ottawa on a 16-4 run. Cyclones have 1 timeout remaining. It's a full. Hayden has 2 full timeouts remaining. Again, double bonus for the Wildcats, and the possession arrow also favors Hayden. Ottawa on fouls would be shooting a 1-and-1, as Hayden has 8 team fouls. .42 seconds to play in this one. It's been a great one. Harvey will let it roll forward to pick it up at three-quarter court. Harvey on the drive, into the lane. His runner is good. And it comes to Carroll. Carroll pushing it up court quickly. He's double-teamed, lost the basketball, and it's going to be out of bounds to Hayden with 26 seconds to go. They double-teamed Carroll, and Carroll last touched the basketball. So now, let's see if Hayden works for one shot with 26 seconds on the clock. Canfield with the basketball. 20 seconds to go. Bay is on Canfield. 18 to play. Now 16. Canfield still on the dribble with 13 seconds to go. 12, 11, 10. Canfield drives. Lost it momentarily. Got it back. Still on the dribble. Toss it to the floor. Ottawa controls. Here's McCullough. 3 seconds. 2. Oh, but McCullough can't get a shot off. We're going to go to overtime. A wild course of events there at the end, and we'll go to the overtime. Tied 73-73. Back in a minute. This is Cyclone basketball on KOFO.
Why trust the parts pros at Advance Auto? Because if there's one thing they know, it's parts.
Thank you for calling Advance Auto Parts and Battery. This is Taryn. I can help you.
I'm wondering if you guys do battery installations?
Yeah, absolutely. It's free of charge.
And do you do wiper installations too?
Yes, that is also free of charge.
Wow, all that's free.
We also do alternator and starter testing for free.
Wow, you guys pretty much do everything.
Yes.
Any chance you guys handle dry cleaning?
Well, not quite everything.
Advance Auto Parts. We know everything about auto parts. And right now, get a $20 Speed Perks reward with any battery purchase.
Getting a great night's sleep is easier and more affordable than you might think. You don't need a new expensive mattress or sleeping pills. You just need to change your sheets. Hi, I'm Scott Tannen, founder of Boll & Branch. What makes Boll & Branch sheets different is that they're meticulously crafted from pure 100% organic cotton. And because we only sell online, we've cut out all the expensive retail markups. Plus, if you go to bollandbranch.com today, we'll give you $50 off your first set of sheets when you use promo code DOZE. bollandbranch.com. Spelled B-O-L-L and branch.com. Promo code DOZE.
Well, a wild series of events there at the end of regulation. Might have been several opportunities for fouls to be called. The referees let them play, and nobody scored. We're going to overtime. Jump ball, Johnson and Hanukkah will be in the center circle. Tap controlled by Hayden. Canfield on the dribble. Takes it left. Cut off by Bay. Nice job by Drew right there. Over goes to Harvey. Harvey has Schaefer on him. Harvey behind the back dribble. Stalked away by Bay, but Harvey got it back. Over goes to Canfield on the left wing near the Hayden bench. He'll back it outside. 3:40 to play here in the overtime. And we have a foul. No, check that. We've got a player hurt. And it's Hanukkah. May have gotten poked in the eye. I think he's going to be all right. They're going to call a foul, actually, on Chris Johnson. So a foul away from the basketball will send Deshaun Hanukkah to the free throw line for 2. Hanukkah has 5 points in the game. First time he's been to the free throw line. Free throw attempt is good. Second one is good as well. So now Hanukkah will go to the bench. Wilson replaces him. (75-73) Hayden. Here's McCullough on the dribble. Into the lane. His floater rims off. Rebound Federico. Up court comes Canfield. Federico, now Harvey out near midcourt. 3:18 to play. Harvey driving the lane. Pull-up jumper. Miss well short. Rebound to Bay. Ottawa back the other direction. Ahead it comes to Carroll. Pull-up three by Perry. It's too hard. Rebound to Schaefer. Nice offensive rebound by Caleb. Back to McCullough. McCullough driving the lane. His off-balance shot rolls in. 27 for McCullough. There's Canfield. 2:47 to play in the overtime. He gets it back from Wilson. He'll pump a three and miss. Rebound to Carroll for Ottawa. Here's Carroll pushing it up court. He'll stop, wait for teammates. Carroll on the dribble out near midcourt. 2:30 to go in the overtime. Johnson outside the arc, right side. He'll stop, give it up to Schaefer. Schaefer now to Bay. Drew holding it high overhead. One bounce. Now he's put it on the floor into the lane. Give it off to Schaefer left side. They give Schaefer all sorts of room. Bay drives the baseline. Shot misses. Rebound to Harvey. We're near the 2-minute mark in the overtime, tied at 75. Harvey for the Wildcats. drives the lane, leads inside and misses. Got it back, and foul on Ottawa. Foul is on Bay. That is foul number 3 for Drew. Check that, number 4. First of 2 free throws for Harvey, rims in. 76-75 Hayden.